It's been unique in the sense that there's a lot of focus on developing, and they're showing us the ways how to recover properly, how to get yourself ready to go, and so it's been unique in the sense that they've been really been emphasizing on taking care of your body and making sure you're doing all the things the right way, trying to build a positive culture.
What is it like being a veteran at one of these things too? I mean, you're still a young guy, you've still got your whole career ahead of you, but at one of these, you're kind of one of the I guess the veteran leaders of it.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where come September, I'll still be a young kid, but at this camp I'm able to be a leader, be one of the older guys here, and try to set the pace, set the tone for the guys that we'll be doing this 2-3 more times, showing them the right way to do things, the right way to go about things, and like I said, trying to build a positive culture for the future.
What camp is this for you?
This is my 5th one. Yeah.
When you talk about winning culture, everyone's just getting put in place, and obviously everyone goes into every season thinking this is going to be the year we turn it around, this is going to be the year we win. So why does this feel like the culture is actually actively being changed in this organization?
I think there's a lot of positivity. Just from the time our GM talked to us, just to open camp, the way our coach talked. It's all positive. It's all it's all constructive, and everything seems to be all positive, and I think when you create positivity around the room, guys are happy to be here. Guys' nerves become less and less, and they start to show you who they are as a player, and you've seen that as the camp has gone on. Guys have loosened up and started to show more personality as the week goes on.
Is that one of those things that you don't even notice you're lacking until you get it? Like, is it something that maybe the last couple of years there wasn't as much of it, and you didn't know it until you saw it happening now?
I think I remember my first camp, and I remember guys like me, older guys like me now, whenever they talked, I listened, and I followed and I watched closely to what they did, and for me, I remember, I feel like my first camp was just yesterday, and so I'm just trying to do the things that I remember I appreciated when I was in my first year, and help guide those guys in the right direction.
You feel like there's a big opportunity for yourself at the NHL level right now, especially after that trade, that they need some help at the wing spot right now. Do you feel like there's something there?
I think there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of guys. I think there's a lot of good competition, a lot of great young players that we have here, and so there's obviously you see there's jobs open, and for me, I just want to finish the summer and do everything in my power. Where at the end of the day, I know I did everything I could to make this team in the fall.
Justin, how have you grown as a player? From the time we talked to you last year at development camp to now, what was the biggest difference this last year? For me, I got a little bit longer of a taste in the NHL, and I took a different role going into Rochester in my second season than in my first year. So having one season of pro under my belt and getting those extra NHL games that I got this year, getting used to that NHL lifestyle, and I think it's changed me as a player. It's helped me mature as a player, and like I said, I try to bring as many things to the kids and guys here as I can. With your time with the Sabres, is there anything that you noticed that maybe you want to get better at? Anything in particular you want to work? Obviously, you want to get better in every area, but anything in particular?
I think there's just as a player, as a 22-year-old kid, it's I'm still early in my career. There's still a lot of things I need to work on. Specifically, I think everybody can work on their D zone. Everybody can work on bearing down on those small little chances that you do get in the NHL. So there's just just some little things going forward that I've identified and want to work on going forward.
I know this is where you want to be, but in Rochester, having Chris Taylor, I know I overheard you say that you've had a chance to work with him obviously before when he was an assistant. What's it mean to have him back? What does he bring to the table for you?
It's awesome. Tails was huge for me in my first season. He really helped me get through, get over the hump of, that huge jump going to pro hockey, and he's someone I've leaned on ever since. Kept a good relationship with him last season, and like I said, there's not one person that's more deserving of a head coaching job than him, and I know he'll do a great job with it.
If you're back in Rochester, you talk about the winning culture, top to bottom. Do you feel like things will be different down there this year? Attitude, just overall. I don't want to go back to the word positivity, but just the desire to win at the AHL level as a team, as opposed to just jumping up to the Sabres as soon as possible.
The last couple of seasons have been a little bit more difficult, and I think it's like I said, it starts from the top, like you said. It's if there's positivity coming from up top, and there's a certain way that they want to play up top, and we see that. Watching the Sabres play, you see that in Rochester. The more positivity, the more creativity, the more relaxed atmosphere that there is, I think, is the better.
And where these guys have come from, the Penguins organization, you see what the guys who play a lot of games in the AHL have been able to do at the NHL level. They're lifting cups, they're they're scoring crazy amounts of goals. I mean, is that a little extra added incentive, I guess, for you as you move forward here?
I think you look at the teams who are doing well and the teams that are competing, for cups and in the playoffs. They have a heavy impact from some of the younger guys, some of the guys that are the real role players. And you look in the NHL, in the NHL playoffs. A lot of the goals are coming from second, third line guys. The first two lines are battling out, but your depth guys are the guys that seem to be scoring goals and helping you win games come crunch time. So I think anytime you can add guys that can help do that, I think it's only a good thing for us.